short, we are celebrating Goa Liberation Day. And for that, we are really grateful to you all for joining, for mentoring us, for supporting our AYUSH SAMRIDDHI platform. I would like to welcome Dr. Meenal Joshi ji, Dr. Devdutt ji, Dr. Aruna ji, Dr. Bishnupriya ji, Dr. Basil ji, and Professor Upendra Dixit ji. Today, we are celebrating, as I told, Goa Liberation Day. And at every State Foundation Day, we are celebrating with status of Ayush in that particular state and Vaidya Parampara of that state. We have learned so much. I am really grateful to my 5,000 gurus during this journey of 3 years, in which we have been able to touch milestone of 1161 webinar. Within 365 days of our this year, really I am grateful to your mentorship, guidance, and support that we have been able to conduct 630 plus webinars in 365 days. Our aim is absolutely non-commercial. First of all, I would like to introduce myself, Dr. Pawan Kumar Sharma, Professor and Head, Rasashastra and Vesaji Kalpana in Mansarovar Global University. After retirement from Imami as Vice President, Imami and Jandu, I have joined Mansarovar Global University and continuously conducting these webinars along with our Professor V.K. Agnihotri sir, our Bishnupriya Sharma ji. Bishnupriya Sharma ji is ex-principal, Government Ayurvedic College, Guwahati, and Professor V.K. Agnihotri sir is ex-principal, Haridwar Ayurvedic Medical College from Haridwar. And today's speakers are from Goa, so we have covered all the corners of India. Really, we are grateful to you all. Without wasting much time, first of all, today I am changing the system. I would like to welcome Professor Bishnupriya Mohanty ji for welcome and introduction of speakers, and because she can really means she is the pillar of AYUSH SAMRIDDHI. When we started our journey right from the starting, Madam Bishnupriya ji is supporting us. After a long time, she is now here with us again. So I welcome Dr. Bishnupriya Mohanty first. We two, Agnihotri sir and Bishnupriya Sharma ji, will express our comments in between. But I would like to welcome Professor Bishnupriya Mohanty ji first for welcoming our guest. And then she is a speaker also. She is a great speaker, firefighter, firebrand speaker. Welcome, welcome, madam. Welcome.
Sir, namaste, sir.
Namaskar, namaskar.
So, my regards and pranam to all senior peoples from AYUSH SAMRIDDHI, Pawan Sharma sir, Agnihotri sir, Bishnupriya Sharma sir, and of course I joined with you all since from a long period, and I really apologize for my absence for certain periods because I really engaged with many other responsibility. Anyhow, we are here meeting to celebrate a great day for our state, and I really thankful that with my simple request, all such dignitaries are present here to share the traditions and trend what is going in our state in a big platform. And for that, I really grateful, sir, and may God bless you for all of your satisfactions and success in your life, whatever you are trying to achieve. Let God to gift you all the way, and our state to be join for that journey. Let our state to be the, we say, like bindi of the Ma Bharat. So as a responsibility of today's webinar, it's my duty to introduce all the speakers. The first lady, we will say, the Director of Health Services, Dr. Meenal Joshi ji. She is very, smiling lady, but depth into the subject and progress of Ayurveda in our state. And the Register of Goa Council of Ayurveda and other allied Indian system of medicines. She is Dr. Aruna Bhide. Yes, the last year she was with us in the same Goa Liberation Day celebrations. And she is working constantly in the tourism sector of the Goa state too. And of course, I will say, sir, your blessings and your prayer to Lord Shiva blessed her that to be a register of our state also. And just within this span of periods. And the next personality who is a product of our same college, but very dynamic one. He is now working as Director of Global Health Monitoring Services, and also working as a Secretary to Telemedicines Goa State. And the next persons, of course, he will join soon. He is Dr. Basil Cardozo, working with us as a professor and head to the Department of Kaya Chikitsa. And every time in the hospital side, if anybody will ask any problems related to the health, definitely Basil Cardozo names come. And he is very young, dynamic, and always take risks in the hospital side. And the next persons who is very senior and close to me, and people know as a director of Dixit Ayurveda in the state of Goa. It is people know, but what he did for all the development of Ayurveda, not only in the state level, even in the national levels, he is actively working in RAV as a RAV guru. And once in my own career of Ayurveda at Jamnagar, he set a goal or to a path through which many students will like to work for their career. So this is all about the official responsibility to introduce the speakers. And for Goa Liberation Day, it's my wish. Goa has many names, or Goa has many way to introduce and crack in the national and international forum. And let Goa have a special identity for the subject of Ayurveda, especially in the field of medicinal plant, in the field of Panchakarma. And I will say, because two people from the subject of Samhita Siddhanta, that is myself and Dr. Dixit sir, let Ayurveda represented through this state for the subject of Samhita too. So hope I completed my responsibility. I was actually on the stage. There
Your
is a already gathering.
responsibility starts from today, madam. Your responsibility cannot be ended. Your responsibility starts from today again. So thank you. We are really grateful for your nice coordination, and we are impressed that by your invitation, so many dignitaries have joined our platform. So nice of you. Thank you. All the best for your
Sir, actually, I
future
am
endeavor.
behind a street light. So I just left. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you a lot. I will listen to all of you, but I may not join directly to
No
for the
problem. No
conversation.
problem, madam.
Thank you.
No
Thank you.
problem, madam.
Namaste, namaste.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I would like to request from our side, welcome to for welcoming in general for Bishnupriya Sharma ji, ex-principal government, and I welcome Dr. C.V. Jha sir from BHU, ex-emeritus professor, very senior, legend Rasatri. I welcome Dr. Lakshmikant Dwivedi ji, ex-professor
Namaskar, sir. Shubh Sandhya.
NIA. Welcome, sir. Welcome on the platform. So I would like to welcome again Professor Bishnupriya Sharma ji for formal welcome of our guests. Every guest has been introduced by Bishnupriya ji. So please welcome, blessings, sir.
Good evening. Namaskar.
respected distinguished guests, eminent speaker, ladies and gentlemen. I, Professor Dr. Bishnupriya Sharma, welcome all of you to this AYUSH SAMRIDDHI International Webinar Series on GOA status of AYUSH VAIDYA PARAMPARA. Most important things we are waiting to hear from the expert. Bishnupriya Mohanty already mentioned the name of the expert. I, Professor Bishnupriya Sharma, again welcome all of you, all the guest speakers to this AYUSH SAMRIDDHI webinar and all the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskar, over to Pawanji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for brief welcome, brief preamble and welcoming of our Madam Meenal Joshi ji. I would like to invite Professor V.K. Agnihotri.
Thank you, Professor Pawan Sharma ji. Namaskar. Really, it's a great pleasure to see all these big dignitaries there on our platform IRES, that too on a very special day for Goa persons, the Goa Liberation Day. Liberation word itself gives a lot of mental satisfaction that one is being released or one is being liberated from the, say, naturally, from the other person's, control or the holding. So it's a great fortune for all the Goa persons that in India, the integrity of India itself is a very important factor. And when we got Goa as a very liberated part of our country, we feel ourselves very rich. That why should any part or corner be away from us and not under our republic control? So it's a great day today. I think it's about 1961 or so when it was liberated. So it's a very important day, and for this all happening, I have got a very good galaxy of our guest speakers, and especially we are thinking in that way since that day till date. What is the Vaidya Parampara? How Ayush is fleshing there and making a special effect? Because two things I am very confident to know, that one is Goa Government Goa College, and on the same time last year, I think this year on 15th of August, All India Institute of All India Institute of Ayurveda in Goa has been established. This is a few things related to Goa, and rest we will be going to listen from our great dignitaries. Thank you so much. Over to Prof. Sharma.
Now I would like to humbly requesting to bless us on the platform to Dr. Meenal Joshi ji. Welcome, Dr. Meenal ji. Welcome. You are the inaugurator and chief guest of the webinar. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You are not visible, madam. Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome. Welcome.
It's okay? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank all of you for inviting me as a chief guest on this web. Since 2018, Ayush Cell started working in Goa, which took on the responsibilities of National Ayush Mission as well as state management up to certain level. Whatever under Ayush is happening is we are doing. So in this scenario, I would like to tell that 11 homeopathic physicians are posted at the facilities, providing free Ayush tests at almost 72 Ayush health centers and urban health centers everywhere. Ayush doctors are working here in state of Goa. They conduct panchakarma therapy, cupping. So in all these treatments are given, they are free of cost. Beneficiaries at Ayush HWC until October 23, the number has been reached to 1,17,864. And then onwards, the number is yoga sessions also. At all 72 centers, our yoga instructor is appointed and they conduct programs for whatever Ministry of Ayush has given us yoga protocol that is followed, and those regular sessions are conducted. Now we have taken one new plan in our hands that every government office will be get few instructions about 5 minutes relaxing yoga, whichever is introduced by Ayush Ministry, so that during office hours they feel somewhat dull, somewhere they get tense, or somewhere they will get disturbed. With that 5 minutes yoga will be rejuvenating their spirits, and also it will give them de-stress treatment. The number of individuals screened for diabetes mellitus under Ayurveda 1,006, and also under hypertension 25,332. In all Goa state, our Ministry of Ayush has taken the initiative to develop every center herbal garden, small herbal garden, in which all over Goa state we are introducing 1,162 medicinal plants across Goa in each Ayush HWC. The common public is called to observe the herbs. They are introduced to the qualities of that herb. Daily use of that herb in their diet is being taught to them. Now we have taken one new step ahead, a specialty OPD, that is Ayurveda Ophthalmic Unit. It is starting in Public Health Center Shiroda by Dr. Gauri. Ministry has given a nod and appreciated the concept of Pashu Ayurveda also. So special unit will be started in Goa in due course. Then setting of 50-bedded integrated Ayush hospital at South Goa 1 and North Goa 1 are under construction. 26 more health and wellness centers of Ayush will be getting operationalized in due course. Panchakarma specialty centers under innovation, where Manas Rogas is treated, are already set up at district level hospital Hospicio Madgaon and South Goa and North Goa Asilo Hospital at Mapsa. So these are the new developments under Ayush scenario. We have developed 4 Ayush grams, which are identified in two north and into South Goa. They have started getting all activities done for Ayurvedic lifestyle, where apiculture workshop is done, personal herbal cosmetic making is taught, dinacharya, rutucharya, and yoga practices are introduced. So the lifestyle is totally being changed to Ayurveda way. And we are cultivating all the Ayurvedic thoughts on spiritual level also, with the help of yoga details like yoga, the kriyas, asanas, and yoga nidra. We are taking many kind of contests like competitions of different dishes making according to season. We are giving them the guidance. First, we are telling them the Granthokta Kruti of any recipe, and then we are taking the competitions amongst them. So this way we are telling them, introducing them towards the different recipes at that time, when ancient times, when it was practiced regularly. So this is the total scenario at the government level in Goa state. And henceforth also we are keeping our eyes open and our arms bring together to hands in hands with all other Ayurveda institutes, and bring the bright future to Goa state.
Excellent, madam.
Thank you.
We are confident that under your able guidance and leadership, definitely Goa will prosper us, and for Ayurveda also, Ayush also, and definitely health.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dhanyavad, sir.
It's a pleasure to know all about the development in Goa regarding the Ayush, so many sectors, especially the 15-bedded hospitals, the wellness centers and all that. So it's our pleasure that I have been enriched with the knowledge pertaining to Goa state itself. Namaskar.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. So nice of you. Now I would like to request our next guest speaker, Dr. Devdutt Sail, Director, Global Health Monitoring Services, Secretary, Telemedicine Society of India. We
Good
are
evening.
welcome.
Hope I'm visible and audible.
Yes, great. I would like to be member of your society also. Great.
You're very welcome, sir. I'll send you the details soon.
Thank you.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, clear.
Yes. So, a warm welcome to all the distinguished panelists. Thank you, Dr. Meenal, for giving an overview of the state Ayush activities which are ongoing in Goa, and under your able leadership, we are rest assured that Ayush department is going to see a higher heights in the coming future. I was given a task to speak on Ayush and Vaidya Paramparas. So what I have done is I have put in some information together to make the members understand what is the Ayush ecosystem and what are the opportunities and what is the space about in the current juncture. We all know that Ayush has seen a lot of strides in the past, specifically 5 years. There are a lot of innovations taking place. So I have compiled the information together. My presentation may not be exactly on Goa's achievements, but it is in periphery of today's topic. So what is the need to formalize India's health tradition? If you see the word parampara in Sanskrit, it refers to succession. A direct translation would be an uninterrupted and continuation of knowledge, which is given throughout the generations. But what has happened is the legitimacy of particularly medical field or medical related, the knowledge or the parampara which has involved, the legitimacy has somewhere gone due to, a phenomena of institutionalized certifications. We have, various courses, we have institutes who impart this knowledge, we certify the doctors, the medical professionals, and then we let them use the knowledge of any medical science for that matter, not only Ayurveda. So the certification and institutionalization of, the traditional medical systems have somewhere, jeopardized the legitimacy of traditional healers. As per, our current protocols, the accepted standards which are mentioned in the traditional medicines are a little bit outside, the legitimacy boundaries of the current system of certifications. Plus, the over professionalization of medicine also has pushed back these, paramparic healers or the traditional medicine system dwellers. But yet there is a very urgent need to formalize this traditional health system, and it is happening. It is happening to a large extent. Even WHO has set up, I'll be speaking a little bit later about it too. Even WHO is interested in formalizing the traditional healing system across the globe. And fortunately, and it's a proud moment that India, they have selected India as, the vehicle to launch this program. Now, how the healthcare ecosystem evolves under around Ayush is, we all know that in 2014, a dedicated ministry was formed, which covers Ayush and basically all the principles of medicines which come along with it. The Ayush market, which stood at about $10 billion in 2020, is projected to grow by 50% by the end of 2025. So yes, we are in a very exciting space, and the amount of innovation which is happening in Ayush is tremendous. There are very big case studies, of having Ayush being commercialized to a very good extent. Incubation centers are dedicatedly formed under the government of India, various schemes. The Ayurveda Innovation and Entrepreneurship Incubation Center, which is under the All India Institute of Ayurveda, which is known as ICANE, is a very big example of it. Atal Innovation Mission, which is formed by Niti Aayog, is also one exciting vehicle to encourage, Ayush related or healthcare sector related ideas in the public. Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises is also having dedicated schemes, to encourage Ayush and other, medical, healthcare, life sciences related ideas. In fact, just last week, I was part of a domain expert selection committee in which we have received about 18,000 ideas pan India. And out of that, about 1,700 ideas or innovations were only from healthcare sectors. And when we were sitting down as a panel to scrutinize these ideas, we have found that a lot of them have, are in the domain of Ayurveda. They are enriching Ayurveda. They are innovating Ayurveda by their own ways. So yes, there is a lot of, exciting work happening in this space. Ayush Swasthya Yojana, I think it was from 2024 was the last year of this particular scheme, which is a central government scheme, which works on, basically Ayush and public health. Ayurgyan scheme is again a capacity building and a CME program, which is promoted by the ministry itself. So these are the kind of, ecosystems which are related to Ayush space at the moment. Now, I'll put forward some of the inspiring case studies since we are talking about, traditional medicine and Ayush together. I'll just put forward 4 of, these case studies for the, betterment of members also to understand. One is the missing community, which is from Northeast. They are the dwellers which live close to river banks, and they have developed traditional healing processes for waterborne diseases and malaria. This is well documented, medical knowledge. Next, we have Korean medicines. Again, we can get inspired from that because in Korea, they have, promoted their traditional medicine in such a way that they have created a network of household healers. So basically, there is a catchment area of few houses and one traditional healer is allocated for these houses from the government side. So all their primary care medicine, healthcare delivery system is done through these traditional healers. We have National Institute of Traditional Medicines which is in Belgaum, formed in Belgaum. This is also a very exciting, institute which has come up in the last recent years. We have from Tamil Nadu the local health traditional healers, which are basically Siddha Vaidyas or Adivasi healers. They've also developed a huge, network or a huge knowledge domain of traditional healing. We come across all these, beautiful names like Kobiraj or Vaidya. These are all traditional, botanical, pharmacological knowledge they have about plants. Ojhas, again, are the healers which have deep connection with our healing culture. In fact, we had a professor named Oja when I was studying in the college, in the early 2000s. And he was such a, prolific knowledge holder of ancient, traditional systems of medicines as well. Equally, he was knowledgeable about, the modern medicines. So Professor Oja, whenever this name comes in front of me, he is a perfect amalgamation of, integration of both, the traditional knowledge of healing as well as the modern medicine science. We have peers in our, country who are basically psychiatrists. If you go back to history, if you study, the text, then peers, which we know them as, spiritualists, are basically, the psychiatrist of that era, which were holding, counseling sessions. Now, integrating traditional medicine in healthcare is a necessity. How do we do it is a very big question. There are multiple agencies which are working on it. Government is showing a huge and a dedicated response to integrate traditional medicine in healthcare. What we can do for Goa specific or any state specific would be have a ethno-medical knowledge center for our state. Now, speaking about Goa, let us have a ethno-medical knowledge center for Goa, where we assess the knowledge, the attitudes, the practices of traditional healers. We have a lot of traditional healers in pockets of the state. You know, some tribal population have their own knowledge, own ways of healing, own home remedies which have to be documented. So this knowledge center could be a platform to document this kind of the traditional inherited medical knowledge. Government support obviously is required. We have to bring it into mainstream. Traditional health or traditional medical knowledge has to be part of school education, so students understand the importance of Ayush, of traditional medicine. Policy integration is one very big step. There are a lot of works going on in this field. IC activities or information campaigns could be a very big tool to integrate traditional medicine in healthcare. Now, I'll highlight two things which the WHO is doing. And since WHO is doing it, it has a lot of scientific validation. It has a lot of gravity to it. So they have a traditional medicine strategy, which is running from 2014. It is supposed to end in 2023, but I believe it would be in some or other form extended. And this is a proud moment for India that WHO Global Center for Telemedicine, Traditional Medicine is set up in our country here. Again, I'll just, quickly end my presentation on this small book, which was written somewhere in the 15th century by a, Jewish physician, Garcia de Orta. He wrote this book called as Colloquies Simplis e Drogas, which is basically a compilation. It is written in a very different form. It is written in an imaginary conversation form, wherein the author Garcia de Orta, has an imaginary colleague called Ruano, and he is conversing with, his colleague, and they discuss lot of traditional medicines available in Goa, in India. But this book was written in Goa. It was published in Goa. So, this book can be a, a testimony of, the kind of efforts we have been collectively putting to, formalize traditional medicine, and the current, scenario, we see that happening. There is a lot of codified, non-codified, traditional medicines, which has to be yet, documented. So we can do a lot of work in that particular field. The Goa has a state medicinal plant board, and I was just talking to you about, those innovations which we had received and which we had, scrutinized. And I'll just highlight one innovation. One person had put forward an idea that he wanted to create a AI, artificial intelligence based herbarium, in which he documents all the plants, herbs, leaves, available in the in specific states. He creates a digital library of it. He puts in some machine learning through that, so people know about the plant, its therapeutic effect, it's what the modern medicine says about it. And I would like to mention one very big achievement which probably all know about is artemisinin, which is an anti-malarial drug. It was the inventor of that drug, a Chinese lady, was in fact given a Nobel Prize for that particular drug, and it has tremendously changed how malarial treatment. It has added a new class of treatment therapeutic regime to malaria. So this is the kind of power which a traditional medicine can hold. I'm very much thankful for you to listening to my small, patchwork of knowledge I have put across. I hope it is in sync with today's topic we are holding. I thank Dr. Vishnupriya Mohanty to giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. Excellent presentation, Doctor. Excellent presentation. From now onwards, you are the part of AYUSH Samriddhi. We are confident to have you again and again. You, Meenal ji, Aruna ji, and Bishnupriya ji, our commander of this AYUSH Samriddhi mission. Please join. Please join. Every day we are conducting 3 webinars to respect and celebrate Goa Liberation Day. Today we have conducted only 2 webinars. After this webinar, we will be discussing on Mahayogaraj Gokulu with Rasashastra legends, C.V. Jha sir, L.K. Dwivedi sir, from Karma Ayurveda also. So please do join every day. It is my humble request. From 8 to 11, 3 webinars every day. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you. And please send me your telemedicine association also.
Yes,
We will
definitely, sir.
remember.
I'll share. We are a national level organization. We have
Yes.
almost a branch in all states now, and recently we have inaugurated the Goa state. And about a
Yes.
month back, we also had hold an international seminar on telemedicine. So yes, it is a
Great.
really exciting space.
We
Thank
will be pleased to attend that seminar also, if it is in Goa or
Yes, sir,
in
definitely.
anywhere.
Definitely, we would be honored if you attend a few of our seminars.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now I would like to request Dr. Aruna Bhide ji. Dr. Aruna ji, welcome. Dr. Aruna ji, welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Namaste, sir.
Namaskar. Namaskar, madam.
Namaskar. Last year, we have spoken on Vaidya Parampara
Right, madam.
in Goa. So, on the same topic, as per the madam instruction, I will be speaking today. But as last year, I have done the slides and all. But this year, I would like to speak more like how the parampara goes in every house. Like every house has Ayurveda tradition, which is most of the time inherited by some or the other elder person in the family. But Goa is known very well for the Dada Vaidya, the Ayurveda Acharya. People used to call him as a Pranacharya. And his birth was on 8th of September 1859, and he died on 6th March 1947. In short, I will say that that time after Goa, it was difficult to practice Ayurveda. So they were putting a lot of rules and regulations, and they were not allowing Ayurveda to practice. But once what happens, the ambassador's son was not well, and he was treated by Ayurveda. He was treated by Ayurveda by Dada Vaidya. Dada Vaidya ji, and from there he gave a special permission for Dada Vaidya ji to practice Ayurveda in the state of Goa. So, like this, it started. Then he started manufacturing his units in Ponda Kurti. Then he established Goa Vidya Prasarak Mandal. Then he established the magazine called as Prachi Prabha. So he was the first entrepreneur, we can say, like in the field of Ayurveda in Goa. and people used to call him Dada. In Ponda nowadays, his Puttara, what we say, it is there in the center of the city, and it is called as Dada Vaidya Chowk. So from that only we can know that how famous he was, or how the tradition of Ayurveda was very much into deep rooted thing in Goan houses that time. The diet of the Goan people was also like following the Ayurveda. Most of the time, Viruddha Ahar, such things was not there in the traditional Goan families. And after the globalization, it has now it is all mixed after the globalization. But before that, there are certain things which used to people avoid. For example, if they used to take the fish, then whole day they used to not take the milk product before. I think this is a great achievement of our old Vaidyas, what they had passed on in each family or each villages I can see, because in my childhood, when as a Goan, I have grown up in Goa only, and I have heard from many, like certain things not to take, certain things to take. So diet concept was like in every house it has gone, and it is the great work of all the Vaidyas who has worked hard during that period when they were not allowed to practice. There was no in the remote villages they used to stay, and there was no transport that time. People used to come walking, and apart from this, the knowledge was passed so perfect. And so that is a great thing about a Goa, what I would like to highlight today in my topic. Then, when we know about the Dada Vaidya, there are certain other Vaidyas also who were like famous, like Dr. Sakharam Gude. He used to visit every house, every deliveries he used to monitor, and he has got Gomanta Bhushan Puraskar also. And on his name, one school and one hospital is still there in Shiroda. One school by name as Gude High School, and Sakharam Gude Hospital is still there in the Shiroda. Then our own the institute where I passed out, from there, our Ananta Bakhleji, who was the visionary, like to start a Ayurveda college in the Goa. And he was the founder of Bharatiya Sanskruti Prabodhini and founder of Gomantak Ayurved Mahavidyalaya. So I feel that that time the Ayurveda Charya was not only limited to the practice, but they were more into an social awakening thing, and they used to, or they were social cause, means they were like more into awakening people, more into knowledge passing, and some apart from practice, they were having definitely some other treasures within them which they have opened, like Dr. Ananta Bakhle. When we say, if I know his lifestyle very small, what I would like to tell you all, he used to get up he has a farm, he used to drink, or he used to take some warm water and go to his farm. He used to collect betel nuts and other things from the farm. Then he used to come and worship. Uh, after having a bath, then he used to have breakfast, and then he used to come for his clinic. So this is as per exactly what Ayurveda have said, like you get up early and dinacharya. So they were not only having it in the books, but that all dinacharya, rutucharya was as if they were living it by themselves. And same thing they were preaching the local, or they were preaching the community of Goa. That's why all Goan mostly they know most of the Ayurveda things, maybe because of that. Now, apart, these are the three Vaidyas. Then one more Vaidya is from Marshall. His name is Vaidya Fondu Shastri Karande. His work is also like same like Dada Vaidyaji. His birth was in 1864 and death was in 1943. He was not only expertise in Ayurveda, but also in Dharma Shastra, Karma Shastra, and Jyotish Shastra. So all he has learned that time, and he was practicing all these things in his practice. Then one more Vaidya who was practicing in Marshall, called as Dr. Vitthal Sukthankar. He was also practicing in Marshall. He was born in 1876 and he has learned both. I think that time it was a mixed course of Ayurveda and allopathy. So he has done that mixed course. In 1901, Ayurveda Bhishagvar. This was the degree what he have achieved that time, and he was writing his like how we write nowadays BAMS. That time it was BVRAAMS. So Ayurveda, maybe Bhishagvar, something like that, but and medical school some so from there we know that it was more deeper, and may now we want to integrate. So this was done in 1891 somewhere. The integrated thing must have started. So this is also something what we can learn. And Dr. Sukthankar, Dr. Sukthankar was doing all appendicectomy, breast biopsy, lump excision, and cholecystectomy, amputation. All these surgeries he was doing that time in Marshall area. So this is like that time the Ayurveda people used to do the surgeries also. So this what we can know from their work what they have done in Goa. Then he had his own pharmacy. He was doing churna, shataputi, bhasma, arka, and many decoctions, and he used to give same to the people around. Then one more doctor who was practicing same in around Marshall area is Ramananda Nagoji Nayak Palang. He was born in 1933. His father was Nagoji Nayak Palang. He was also giving the medicine that time, and Dr. Palang have learned from his father only. And he was more having his hand on what we can say that jaundice, herpes, and ashmaris of kidney. And he was not charging anything from the people. He was doing it as loka seva only, and he died in the year 2020. So recently, people have seen him now, how he was doing. One more doctor who was practicing in and around area of Marshall, he was Kailasvasi Ramdas Ganpat Safadkar. He was into Gomantam Mukti Dhyas also. So he was a great fighter for liberation of Goa from the Portuguese. And that also, like, he has struggled many for the liberation of Goa. He was born in 14 February 1935 in Savaivere, the village called. He was, apart from the degree in Ayurveda, he has SSC in Sahitya Visharad. He was a great renowned Sahitik, so in different write-ups and all. His teacher was Mohan Ranade and Sathe Guruji, and in Sangli he has done the medicine, means Ayurveda. He has learned medicine Ayurveda in Sangli. Many more Vaidyas are also having, sorry, in the different, they were practicing in different areas of Goa, like Dr. Chimulkar, but due to unavailability of any data, I could not present when they were born or anything. Dr. Dalvi also from Pali village. This Pali village is the constituency of our CM. Now it has changed to Sakli constituency, but from there also they have served our Gomanta Bhumi, and from there they have cure many diseases, and बहुत लोगों को सेहत अच्छी करने के लिए इन सब वैद्यों ने बहुत सी मेहनत लेके हर घर में आयुर्वेद, जो आज का नारा है, मुझे लगता है कि ये वैद्यों ने बहुत साल पहले ये सब किया है, और आयुर्वेद हर घर, ये नारा उन्होंने पहले ही लगा दिया है, जो गोवा के हर घर में पता है। जैसे दूध और मछली एक साथ नहीं खाना है, जैसे दूध के साथ नमक नहीं खाना है, ये हर घर में पहले होता था। आजकल ग्लोबलाइजेशन के कारण ये सब नहीं हो पाता, but I think when I just have gone through the slides, अभी हमारे कंधों पे इन्होंने ये सब जिम्मेदारी दी है कि हम कैसे अपने हिसाब से हर घर में जो ज्ञान गया है उसको वापस लाके हर घर में पहुंचा दे। विष्णुप्रिया, डॉक्टर विष्णुप्रिया मोहंती मैम ने मुझे यहाँ बात करने के लिए अवसर दिया, इसलिए मैं उनकी, पवन सर की, अग्निहोत्री सर, इन सब बड़े वैद्यों की बहुत आभारी हूँ, and really thank all of you to give me a chance to speak. Only I did not show the presentation because it was same as last year, and I don't wanted to show that, and I was not having the time to make something different. So very sorry for the same.
No, you have short memory. You could have presented that there. No problem.
और बहुत बहुत आभारी जो मुझे यहाँ प्लेटफॉर्म दिया अपनी बात करने के लिए।
मैं आयुष समृद्धि ग्रुप बना रहा हूँ, उसमें जुड़ते रहिएगा, यही मेरी रिक्वेस्ट। थैंक यू।
नमस्कार। थैंक यू।
वेरी नाइसली एक्सप्लेन, वेरी नाइसली एक्सप्लेन।
थैंक यू
मैडम, और जुड़ते रहिएगा।
थैंक यू सर।
मैं अब डॉक्टर बेसिल कार्डोजो को सादर आमंत्रित करता हूँ। कंक्लूडिंग रिमार्क्स विष्णुप्रिया जी से लेंगे। बेसिल जी, welcome Basil ji,
welcome sir. Thank you sir for welcoming me. Am I audible sir? Can I start?
Yes, clear, you are welcome.
I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me to this lovely workshop to speak my views on the Vaidya Parampara and the status of Ayush in Goa. To begin with, I would like to start with contributions which have been given by individuals and then work at the institutional level. The most important and talked about stalwart for Ayurveda in Goa has been Dada Vaidya, and enough has been spoken about it, so I will not deal more into this matter. What I would like to also highlight is besides the various contributions which have been mentioned till now, I wouldn't want to repeat on them, but I would like to highlight the contribution to two priests who have been also contributing to the field of Ayurveda, which I don't think most of the audience would be aware of. One is of them is my guru, from whom I learned about the various species of herbs which are available in Goa, uh, are indigenous to Goa and which are used in Ayurvedic practice. And he is none other than Brother Peter, who's a Capuchin priest from Modi Naveli in South Goa. Brother Peter is ordained Capuchin priest who, besides being a priest, has taken upon himself to work in the field of Ayurveda and propagate Ayurveda. He is no longer with us, but during his life span of he has been practicing Ayurveda for more than 35 years, and a lot of people from South Goa and North Goa were regularly taking medications from him, and he was considered a specialist in the field of skin diseases and stones of various types, including gallbladder stones and salivary calculi. I was fortunate that when I was studying in my holidays, I used to try to go and study from various Vaidyas, and I was fortunate to meet Brother Peter and get first-hand experiences specifically on the use of Ayurvedic plants, which are indigenous to Goa, which are not mentioned in the texts. And I was fascinated as to how he was able to identify them and use them in treatment. In his friary in Modi, he had employed people who used to prepare the medicines for him, and he used to mostly use them in the crude kwata form or the churna form. My salutes to Brother Peter. In Bironda village in North Goa, there is again another priest who has a plantation which is devoted to medicinal plants, which very few people are aware of. Again, he has been contributing to the field of Ayurveda through study and propagation of certain plants in the treatment. After the contribution of these individuals, I would like to come to the contributions made by visionary Dr. Ananta Bakle, who started the Gomantak Ayurved Mahavidyalaya and Research Center in Shiroda in the year 1992, about 30 years back, of where I am one of the faculty members. It is his vision which gave opportunity to Vaidyas to first get the degree of BMS in Goa itself. Till before the Ayurveda college started in Shiroda, students had to travel outside Goa to study Ayurveda, and it was his vision and his all-out efforts which helped in the starting of the college in Goa. And because of his efforts, today it has helped in generating a lot of students and has given opportunity to a lot of students who have become faculty members at this institute and developed a lot of employment opportunities in the field of Ayurveda. After the contributions of Dr. Anand Bakle, which gave the first graduate institute to Ayurveda, I would also like to mention that 4 years back, post-graduation was started in the departments of Kaya Chikitsa and Rashastra in the same institute. And I'm happy to tell you that I am professor and head of the department in the Kaya Chikitsa department. and we are doing our best in trying to inculcate good values in the students at the postgraduate level. After the contribution of Dr. Anand Bakle, uh, I would like to uh, thank our Prime Minister Narendra Modi for his contributions to the field of Ayurveda, his vision and promise of Achhe Din to Ayurveda has actually been kept up by him by the starting of Ministry of Ayush, specifically for Ayurveda and allied sciences, by starting NCISM and the Aya Institute at Delhi and also in Goa, that is at Dhargal. Also, I would like to commend the contributions made by our ex-Minister for Ayush, Shripad Naik ji, due to whose efforts we were able to get the first Ayush hospital at Monte Margao in March 2019, followed by the CCRS in Raibandar, Goa, which is the Regional Ayurveda Research Center for Mineral and Marine Medicinal Resources, which in I feel in the near future will contribute in large amounts to helping us generate a lot of data on the indigenous vegetation, flora, fauna, and marine resources that Goa has to contribute to the world as a whole. And I feel that the CCRS Institute in Ribandar, Goa will open up new avenues in this field. Also, the Aya Institute in Dhargal in North Goa, which was started in December of 22, also is a pioneer institute in the field, and I know that it will go in contributing in a big way to Ayurveda in Goa itself. I would also like to commend the contributions of our Chief Minister, who in a big way has contributed to Ayurveda by bringing Ayurveda to each and every PHC in Goa. Earlier governments had not envisioned existence to such a greater level that every PHC now in Goa is having Ayurveda doctors for the treatment of the people. And this is a very commendable achievement and will help in percolating Ayurveda to the each and every individual at the villages and cities of Goa as well. After delving into the past, it is what about the way ahead? I feel that the way ahead should be at two levels again, one at the individual level and two at the institutional level. If I look at individual level, I would say that as Ayurvedic practitioners, it would be the duty of each and every practitioner of Ayurveda to practice Ayurveda in its whole and soul way. And whatever we learn in the texts, it is our duty to practice it in our clinics. So this is the best way where we can contribute to Ayurveda and bring Ayurveda from the text to the clinics. The other way that individuals can help in contributing to Ayurveda is in helping in bridging the gap. That is work in spheres of Ayurveda where modern medicine has no solutions. And it is high time that we contribute on those areas and especially do a lot of research in areas which are available for us to work on. At the institutional level, it is high time that there is a fusion between various government departments, the teaching institutes and research institutes. Now, greater fusion at these levels will help various teaching institutes to take research from the grassroots levels to the or the houses of people, finding the solutions to the problems and getting it to the labs, testing it, and then getting it back to the people. So this is a great lacuna which is existing, and which we can definitely help in solving. Also, a lot of research needs to be done in developing new formulations, which is the need of the hour. Also, there's a lot of requirement in avoiding plagiarism, that we come up with our own formulations which are designed specifically by us with a specific purpose in mind. uh, with COVID-19, lot of emphasis is being paid on working formulations in newer diseases, and I feel that is a area where Ayurveda can contribute in a very big way. Also, Ayurveda needs to work on making formulations which are palatable. We need to improve the packaging of our medicines. We need better marketing strategies to be implemented, so that our medicines get to each and every individual, and each and every individual will be able to reap the harvest of our medicines. It is also required that we follow good manufacturing practices when it comes to producing our medicines and bringing it to the common man. After acknowledging the contributions of individuals and institutions, I would like to thank the organizers again for giving me the opportunity to present my thoughts today. Thank you very much, sir.
Excellent, doctor. Excellent. I salute your zeal that on the way you are communicating your sentiments. I really salute your zeal. Excellent. All the best for your life. All
Thank
the
you,
best.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Now I would like to request Vaidya Upendra Dixit ji, our last speaker of the day. Vaidya Upendra Dixit ji, welcome, welcome, welcome. Again.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining. Thank you.
So, yeah. So the respected Vaidyas present here, Professor Pawan Sharma ji himself, and Professor Agnihotri sir, Professor Vishnu Prasad Sharma sir, Vaidya Lakshmikant Dwivedi sir, Vaidya C.B. Jha sir, and all other, my Madam Meenal Joshi, all my colleagues, and all the listeners who are listening in this meeting and on the YouTube. Already, the previous speakers have covered important points about the status of Ayurveda in Goa state and the Vaidya Parampara in Goa state. I will not repeat all those points. You can understand about Dada Vaidya. Almost each and every speaker has spoken about him. You can understand the importance of his contribution towards Ayurveda in Goa state. That nowhere, I think you will find that a full-size statue of Dada Vaidya is present here where I'm practicing in Konda, Goa. And it is installed by the Portuguese in the Portuguese rule. So this is very significant. So it is a great honor given to Vaidya for his great work. So starting from there, all the traditions were very well discussed by Vaidya Aruna Bhide. Then later on, after the college started, really the Ayurvedic tradition flourished here. But even before that, there were many people in between. After the legends like Dada Vaidya, I had an opportunity to meet Vaidya Dhopeshwarkar, who was practicing. There were two brothers who were practicing, both Vaidyas practicing in Ponda. And afterwards, in recent times, before we started practicing here, there were many other Vaidyas who were practicing here. Some of their seniors, which I will just mention few of them like with the Premanand Vernekar, he's very successful personality, and with the Sanjgiri, they were already practicing when we started practice here. And of course, before I started my practice, with the Meenal Joshi, she and her husband with the Mahesh Joshi, they were already practicing Ayurveda in a very successful manner. And later on, with the Meenal Joshi became the first Ayurvedic medical officer to join the government, Goa government services. And now she is the deputy director of uh, uh, health services in Goa state. And then in the college, a lot of senior teachers, they made it sure that the students learn Ayurveda in its purest form and they practice Ayurveda. So uh, I cannot take names all of them, but the principal of the college, Professor Baye Madam, Dr. Korde sir, Vaidya Panse, whose contribution also cannot be forgotten in the field of Ayurveda in Goa. And unfortunately, he is not with us now. Vaidya Samaga, who is a very great master of Dravya Gun. Uh, my wife, Vaidya Madhvilata, who is an expert in Swasthapritya. Vaidya Patki Madam, who is a very good expert and nationally acknowledged personality in the field of Sri Rog Prasuti. And she started the Suvarna Prashan year, and that became very popular. And at many places all over India now, people have started it. Then Vaidya Hebri, Vaidya Pranav Bhagwat, and so many, including now Vaidya Basil sir and Vaidya Vishnupriya Mohanty, Vaidya Das sir, and all others. Now presently, my colleagues and majority of the staff is now consisting of our students who passed out, and after MD they have joined the college. They are continuing the tradition in the college. And now the peculiarity of Goa state is that the students who pass out BMS in Goa, I can say more than 99% of them practice only Ayurveda. That is very peculiar. At other places, we find that only few practice Ayurveda and others start having mixed practice, or sometimes purely modern practice also they start. But here you will find that every student who passes out, he is doing Ayurvedic practice. Of course, based on their capacity, their given situations. Some of them are very successful, some of them will become successful in the future. And those who have joined government services already, the data is given to you. They are also doing a very good work, and at all the PHC levels, they are doing Ayurvedic treatment, and they are doing Panchakarma also in large numbers in all the PHC work, PHC, and that is a very good thing. So at grassroots levels, Ayurveda is reaching. And at the government level, as already mentioned by Vaidya Basil, at the time of the ex-chief minister, late Manohar Parrikar ji, when current chief minister Dr. Pramod Sawant, he became MLA, then he had a discussion with him, and then they started allotting every year 5 crores fund towards development of Ayurveda, and that is continued by the present chief minister. And as already mentioned, he is very supportive to Ayurveda, and he is asking the Vaidyas to take up more and more projects so that Ayurveda can be useful for all the people in Goa. Recently, we had one seminar on Vrukka Sanjivani, and in that a protocol was decided, because a lot of patients of kidney diseases are found in Goa, and their number is increasing. The government at that level, they are increasing the dialysis units, but his vision is that uh, we should be able to prevent dialysis with Ayurvedic treatment and Ayurvedic advices about diet and regimens, and so that we may not require more and more dialysis units in future. If required, government will have to provide, but how we can prevent that itself. And he's very supportive. During the COVID period also, he supported Ayurveda, and he advised people to take Ayurveda so that they can be having better health. So he's very supportive in that. And the people of Goa themselves, they are very particular about taking Ayurvedic treatment. Even when I started my practice 28 years back, people used to come to my clinic and they used to ask that all these medicines which are you are giving are Ayurvedic medicines, then only give Ayurvedic, then only give us the treatment. Otherwise, we will go to our modern doctors. So they were particularly expecting Ayurvedic treatment only. And then we assured them that yes, we don't have any modern medicine. We will give you all Ayurvedic treatment only. And then they were satisfied. So people were so much inclined towards Ayurveda already, and they were expecting from us Ayurvedic treatment. And now people, they are responding in that way. A lot of people are interested in taking Ayurvedic treatment. And in Goa, as already mentioned by Vaidya Aruna Bhide, already the Vaidyas who did a groundwork long ago, the Vaidya, great Vaidyas like Dada Vaidya. And due to that, in Goa, about the diet and regimen, many advices of Ayurveda are already followed in the society. Like people, traditionally people used to drink hot water because here, due to humid atmosphere, Agni Mandya, Am Nirmiti, Srotoro, Dosh Sanchay, these are the common things. And uh, Anupam tu kapol bana. So therefore, hot water was traditionally used in houses. Like that, so many traditions are there. Every week or twice in a week, the decoction of Kalmeg and other medicines was given to every individual in the family, so that they will not get worm infestation, they will not have fever, they will have good digestion, cough will not increase. So for many purposes, that decoction was useful. Like that, so many traditions are there. Before the just at the beginning of the rainy season, there is a probability that people will get skin diseases, and therefore there is a tradition in Goa that the chakramarda is used like a sabji. Is with that it is eaten, and so that the skin diseases and other diseases can be prevented. So like that, the Goan people, they already, due to work by ancient Vaidyas, they were already aware of Ayurveda, and they were following Ayurveda. Now, all over the Goa, our Ayurvedic Vaidyas, they are carrying out this tradition forward. And traditional healers were already mentioned by previous speakers. They also there to collect knowledge from them. In last year's World Ayurveda Congress in Goa, one special traditional healers meet was also organized, so that information can be collected from them. We can know better about their work, and that knowledge can be stored, and that can be channelized for the benefit of people. So already the works of, that's why, considering that the works of Honorable Minister Shripadji Naik is already acknowledged, and the government of Goa presently is also supporting Ayurveda in a big way, and therefore I think we have got a very bright future for Ayurveda, and through Ayurveda people will be benefited in future also in Goa. And already the all previous speakers have covered majority of the points, so I will not take much of the time. And I thank the organizers for inviting me and allowing me to share my thoughts with you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Upendra ji. Thank you very much. सभी को हैप्पी गोवा लिबरेशन डे। कल आप मुक्त हो चुके हैं, आज स्वतंत्र हवा में सांस ले रहे हैं। आप तो बहुत प्रखर वक्ता हैं। आपको अभी भी सुना, बहुत अच्छा लगा था। मानसरोवर में भी जब सुना था। थैंक यू वेरी मच। रियली यू आर सो काइंड। Within short invitation, all of you have blessed us on this platform. Thank you, really thank you very much. So now I would like to request from Goa side to conclude Dr. Bishnupriya Mohanty ji. Dr. Bishnupriya ji, are we audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Welcome, madam. Your valedictory speech.
Yeah, sir. First, I will say thank you to you by giving this platform to take our state into having a great heritage with all of these possibilities. We are in a step of growing, and there are maximum chances, of course, to grow and lead for the subject of Ayurveda in our country as well as in an international platform. And thanks to all the speakers, they have joined and they share open-heartedly about all of their opinions and the reserve knowledge of Ayurveda in our state. And once more, thanks to AYUSH Samriddhi platform. Thanks, the Goa state and Jai Bharat, Jai Ayurveda.
Thank you, madam. Please do join every day. Thank you, Adani Agnihotri, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor Pawan Sharma ji. Today, with the help of
In the meantime, I am changing the link for our next week.
with the help of Professor Bishnupriya Mohanty ji, we have got a very colorful bunch of great dignitaries from Goa side, including our Dr. Meenal Joshi ji, Director Health Service Sciences, Dr. Devdutt M. Salji, Dr. Aruna Bhide ji, Dr. Basil M. Cardozo ji, Dr. VAIDYA Upendra Dixit ji, of course, including Professor Bishnupriya Mohanty ji. These are all very, very colorful, knowledgeful, and staunch personalities from Goa, and they contributed a lot with their information, with their experience and knowledge. I think the most heavy responsibility is on the shoulders of Dr. Basil, as he is the professor and head of the department in teaching institute. So he is there to produce good quality BMS doctors and postgraduates for the greater service of Goa itself, so that the status of Ayush will definitely be very safe and very prosperous there in Goa. So, but I got it that Goa, Ayush as such is flourishing in a very deep manner, and we do hope that the coming days are for Ayush department, as chief ministers and health minister, ex-health minister, ex-chief ministers had been there from Goa side. So definitely they sought a great future of Ayush in Goa. With these words, I conclude the contribution of all our guest speakers. Thank you, sir. Over to Professor Pawan Sharma.
Thank you, sir. I am changing line 2 minutes. Please give me 2 minutes.
Okay. So this is what we got, that we were waiting. Just amongst us, Dr. Himanshu Shekhar Tiwari ji is very much with us, and I do hope that having a great round all over India, coming from manufacturing also, he may be having a few words on Goa Liberation Day. And I also congratulate all the Goa persons for today's Liberation Day. Thank you. Dr. Himanshu Shekhar ji.